the passion that ignites the sound and the joy of music all around. For every note your students play, let the learning lead the way. It's the Music Educator Podcast. The Music Educator Podcast.
Welcome back to the Music Educator Podcast. Today we are continuing Season 8, where we are looking at real instrument problems and real teaching solutions. Today's featured instrument is the oboe. And let's be honest right from the start. The oboe is one of those instruments that can make a young band director feel like they need a separate degree just to get through the first 5 minutes of rehearsal. You have a student sitting there with a tiny double reed, a delicate instrument, a sound that can either be beautiful in singing or suddenly resemble a very upset duck. And you are trying to figure out, is it the student? Is it the reed? Is it the embouchure? Is it the air? Is it the instrument? And the difficult part is this. With the oboe, the answer might be yes. So today, we are going to walk through 10 common oboe problems students face, what you might see or hear, why it may be happening, and how to teach the fix in a way that actually helps the student. 1. The reed is not ready. The first problem is simple, but it causes a lot of other problems. The reed is not ready. You may hear a sound that is thin, resistant, unstable, or just will not start. The student may be blowing harder and harder, but nothing useful happens. Before you correct the student, check the reed. Oboe reeds need to be soaked before playing. A good classroom rule is, the reed gets soaked before the student starts assembling and warming up. Yamaha recommends soaking oboe reeds in lukewarm water for around 2 to 3 minutes before playing. The teaching fix is routine. Have students begin class with a clear reed sequence. Reed in water, case open, instrument assembled carefully, reed checked, then first sound. Do not let students dry play a reed and then blame themselves when the sound does not respond. On oboe, the reed is not an accessory. The reed is part of the instrument. A good teaching phrase is, the reed has to be ready before the player can be ready. 2. The student bites for control. The second problem is biting. You may see the chin tighten, the jaw clamp, the head dip down, or the student trying to squeeze the reed into submission. The sound may become pinched, sharp, small, or choked. This often happens because the student is trying to control an unstable reed or an unstable sound with the jaw instead of with air and embouchure balance. The fix is to reset the physical approach. Have the student play only on the reed first. Listen for a steady, controlled crow. Then transfer that same balance feeling to the full instrument. The embouchure should support the reed, not crush it. The instrumentalist describes the importance of air and embouchure balance and warns that students may physically contort or bite when reeds feel unstable. The teaching cue I like is, hold the reed. Don't punish it. Students need to understand that the reed is delicate. If they bite harder, the sound may feel more controlled for 1 second, but long-term it blocks vibration, hurts endurance, and makes the sound smaller. Too much reed in the mouth. The third problem is taking in too much reed. You may hear a loud, wild spread sound. Notes may crack. The student may have trouble controlling attacks. Sometimes the pitch becomes unstable because the reed is too far into the mouth. The fix is visual and physical. Have the student look in a mirror or use a quick teacher check. They should not swallow the reed. The reed should sit in a position that allows vibration while still giving the embouchure control. A simple cue is, use just enough reed to let it vibrate. Avoid giving an exact measurement as the only answer because students' reeds and mouths vary. But as a teaching concept, young oboists need to learn that reed placement changes response, tone, and pitch. The University of Washington dissertation on beginner oboe embouchure identifies embouchure, breath control, posture, hand position, articulation, pitch, and tone quality as core instructional areas for oboe students. So when the sound is wild, do not only say, play softer, check how much reed the student is using. Not enough air support. The fourth problem is weak air. This can be confusing because the oboe does not use air the same way a tuba, flute, or saxophone does. Students may feel like they have too much air, but the sound still lacks energy. You may hear delayed attacks, sagging pitch, weak tone, or phrases that die quickly. The fix is not blow harder in a generic way. The fix is focused air. IDRS describes 4 core elements of oboe playing in this order: air, face, tongue, and fingers. That order matters for teaching. Start with long tones. Have the student play one note with steady air and a still body. Then have them crescendo and diminuendo without letting the pitch wobble all over the place. A good teaching phrase is, the air carries the sound, the embouchure shapes it. Students need to feel that the air is continuous, even though the reed opening is small. Harsh or explosive articulation. The 5th problem is articulation that is too heavy. You may hear notes that pop, explode, grunt, or start with a thud. The student may be using too much tongue or stopping the air every time they articulate. On oboe, articulation has to coordinate tongue, air, and embouchure. Oboe Help explains that articulation involves the tongue and air working together, with the tongue lightly touching and releasing from the reed. The fix is to separate the parts. First, have the student blow steady air without tonguing. Then add a light tongue release. Use syllables like do or da rather than a hard to if the attack is too aggressive. Have them play 4/4 notes on one pitch, but the goal is not speed. The goal is sameness. Same air, same tone, same release, same pitch. A strong teaching cue is the tongue starts the sound. It does not punch the reed. 6. Notes do not speak on time. The 6th problem is delayed response. You give the cutoff. The ensemble starts. The oboe note arrives late, not rhythmically late because the student did not count, but physically late because the note did not speak. This can come from reed issues, weak air, too much tension, unclear tonguing, or a leak in the instrument. Teach students to prepare the note before it sounds. The sequence is breathe, set, pressurize, release. Not breathe, panic, bite, hope. Have the student practice starting notes from silence. One note, no rhythm pressure, just clean starts. Then put it into rhythm. 4 slow starts, then 8, then a simple melody. The teaching phrase, prepare the sound before the sound begins. This helps students understand that the attack is not only the tongue, it is the whole setup before the note. 7. Pitch is sharp. The 7th problem is sharp pitch. Oboe students often play sharp because they are biting, using too much reed, playing on a reed that is too closed, or trying to control everything with facial tension. You may notice that the student sounds sharpest when nervous, loud, tired, or playing higher notes. The fix is not just pull out. Yes, instrument adjustment matters, but with oboe, pitch is heavily connected to reed, embouchure, and air. Have the student play with a drone instead of only a tuner. A tuner tells them what happened. A drone teaches them to listen while it is happening. Use a simple exercise and play concert A, then B flat, then A again, listening for center. Then have them describe the sound, sharp, flat, or centered. The cue is, don't squeeze pitch into place. Listen it into place. That teaches pitch as a listening skill, not just a mechanical correction. 8. Hand position is too tense. The 8th problem is hand tension. You may see fingers flying high, wrists collapsing, the right hand squeezing, or students pressing keys harder than needed. The sound problem may show up as uneven technique, missed notes, or slow finger motion. The fix is to teach balance. The oboe should come to the student. The student should not fold around the oboe. The instrumentalist emphasizes relaxed hand position, gliding fingers, proper right hand shape, and bringing the oboe to the player for better posture. Have students freeze in playing position before they play. Check 3 things. Shoulders relaxed, fingers closed, instrument balanced. Then have them move fingers silently on the keys. No sound, just motion. The cue is press less, move closer. This helps students stop treating the oboe like it needs force. It needs accuracy, not squeezing. The 9th problem is posture. You may see the student bending down to the reed, lifting the oboe too high, dropping the head, or collapsing the upper body. This affects air, embouchure, tone, and endurance. The fix is simple but must be repeated often. Bring the instrument to the body, not the body to the instrument. Have the student sit tall, feet grounded, shoulders easy, head balanced. Then bring the oboe into position. The reed should meet the student in a natural place. Do not let the student chase the reed with their face. A useful cue is, you play the oboe. The oboe does not play you. That line matters because students often start adjusting their entire body around a reed that feels difficult. Over time, that creates habits that are hard to undo. The 10th problem is one of the biggest for band directors. The student may be doing many things correctly, but the instrument is not working correctly. You may hear notes that will not respond, uneven tone, strange resistance, or sudden problems that were not there yesterday. Check the reed first, then check the instrument. Yamaha notes that oboe pads are delicate and moisture can shorten pad life. Cleaning paper can remove moisture from pads after playing. Yamaha also notes that dust around tone holes and keys can affect key movement, and that temperature and humidity changes can contribute to cracking, especially in wooden instruments. The teaching fix is to build a maintenance routine. Students should know how to swab correctly, handle the reed carefully, avoid forcing the instrument together, dry moisture from pads when appropriate, and report problems early. A great classroom line is, if something feels forced, stop. That applies to assembly, keys, reeds, and even sound production. Closing takeaway. So when we think about the oboe, the big takeaway is this. Most oboe problems are not fixed by telling students to try harder. They are fixed by helping students diagnose the system. The system includes the reed, the air, the embouchure, the tongue, the hands, the posture, and the condition of the instrument. When we teach oboe students that way, they stop blaming themselves for every bad sound. They start learning how the instrument actually works. And that is powerful, because the oboe can be challenging. It can be fragile. It can be frustrating. But when a student finds that centered, singing oboe sound for the first time, it is one of the most beautiful moments in the band room. So this week, when your oboe player struggles, pause before you correct the student. Check the reed, check the air, check the setup, check the body, then teach the next small fix. Thank you for listening to the Music Educator Podcast. Keep teaching, keep learning, and keep making music.